One of the goals of those mobs of anti-vaxxers is to prevent political events from happening.
Day 24 of the federal campaign, and the spotlight shifting from policies to protests and political violence after Liberal leader Justin Trudeau was hit with a handful of gravel at a campaign stop in London, Ontario.
They want to make their shouting and their aggression override democratic processes that have been going on for generations.
Monday's incident, the latest in escalating security threats against politicians. 2 weeks ago, Trudeau had to cancel an event in Bolton, Ontario, over concerns of violence. Many protesters in London were wearing People's Party of Canada gear. Leader Maxime Bernier was a target himself last week, egged by a protester. "Someone hit me with an egg last week. I note that none of the other party leaders made any statement. Some idiot threw pebbles at Mr. Trudeau yesterday. I condemn it. Words are our weapons, but physical violence is always wrong." Leaders were quick to condemn the incident in London.
I don't agree with Mr. Trudeau's approach on many things, but I respect his ability to be able to communicate with Canadians free of harassment, intimidation, and violence, and for our media to report on that.
I disagree with Mr. Trudeau all the time, but it is absolutely wrong to be throwing stones. I mean, I can't imagine that I'm saying this in 2021. Don't throw stones at people because you disagree with them.
We are seeing an escalation in terms of the tactics that are being used. At one point, it was just kind of shouting down politicians. At one point, it was attacking their buses. And now we're actually seeing rock throwing.
Carvin believes much of the anger and violence can be tied to the anti-vax movement. She believes police and intelligence agencies have been on high alert since the Capitol Hill riot south of the border.
There is a feeling, I think, that people, can express themselves in these ways. And we've seen this in the United States after January 6th, and we've seen politicians attacked. We've seen them, their houses attacked, protested at, in some cases shot at. And I think these are the kinds of things that we're worried about that could happen here in Canada as well.
The London incident aside, the Conservatives were making promises for cheaper cell phone and internet access, the NDP announcing investments for public transit, and Trudeau was trying to focus on housing. In Ottawa, Nigel Newlove, CityNews.
And breaking news, London police confirming tonight there is an investigation now into that alleged rock-throwing incident. Officials are asking that anyone with information is to contact them or submit tips anonymously on Crime Stoppers.